welcome back to my channel. I am the Mass Trans and you are watching me, baby. Now before we get today's video started, I just want to give a quick what's up to my peeps and a diabolical middle finger to the creeps. You know who you are. Whew. I need a drink. I need a drink. I have just finished watching episode 3 of BET Presents the Encore, and these hoes have driven me to drink. Woo! When I tell you the room is spinning, first of all, I don't know how the producers of this show managed to stream together this episode, because episode 3 was a mess. So I'm gonna try to talk about it. I can't promise you a whole lot of enthusiasm because everything I had, girl, they sucked it right on up out of me. Boy, it was a mess. Did y'all see that? So BET Presents the Encore, season 1, episode 3. Let's unpack it. So Pam is voted, well, not voted, but they have to select a new queen every episode. And so this week's queen was Aubrey. I'm trying to like Aubrey. I really am. And also, like, I don't like to attack another woman's appearance, right? But can we talk a little bit, just a teensy-weensy bit? Can this conversation just be between us? You know, look, we're friends. Every time Aubrey comes on the screen, I wince. I'm like, it's a lot, right? It's a lot. I remember there was a scene where she said something about Keely making her sick. I was like, no, sis, that's called silicone poisoning. That's called silicone poisoning, boo. Aubrey has a lot going on aesthetically, you know. And like I said, I'm not going to tear her down because, you know, her body, her life, her choices. I mean, if she likes it, I love it. But I will say on the outside looking in, not near another syringe. Just say no to the syringe, Aubrey. I don't care what's in it. Not a Restylane, not a Botox, not a Juvederm. Stay away. Like, when I look at Aubrey, it looks painful. Please comment below. Don't leave me hanging out here, y'all. Don't do me like that. Don't leave me hanging out here. When I look at her, it looks painful. Like, I'm like, damn. Like, it looks... Okay, let me stop. Let me stop. Because, again, I don't want to attack another woman's appearance, you know, but it's just like, I would be remiss if I didn't say something, goddammit. I had to say something. Woo. So, anyway. So, Aubrey is voted queen. The producers come, co-sign, and I forget the other name, but the two of them come to make music, and it looks like Lamisha and Cherish. These poor babies. Poor Lamisha and, I'm sorry, Irish. What do I want to say about them? I swear, y'all, like, see, here's my goal. I don't want to just be a messy YouTuber, right? I don't want to just come in and just start tearing the girls apart, like, you know, because I could. I could go in and not come out, but I don't want to do that because there's enough of that on YouTube, right? I want to put some positive vibes in the universe. So I don't want to, you know, demean these women in their contribution, but that being said, first of all, let me say this. Why do Lamisha and Irish continue to smoke? I'm trying to understand that. Now I'm gonna reach out for that. It's 2021, okay? Smoking is passe. You know, like, who smokes? You know, you're a singer, trying to be a part of a girl group, trying to revitalize your career, trying to get a second chance at success, and you still smoking? If you ask me, you don't want it that bad. You don't want it that bad, because smoke is one of those things, like, you smoking doesn't just affect you, it affects the other people around. And smoking stinks. You know, it kills me when people go outside to smoke a cigarette and spray perfume on top of it and swig with some mouthwash and act like the rest of us can't smell. You smell like a minty cigarette now. You smell like, you know, Gucci in a cigarette. I still smell it. You're not fooling anybody with that. So I just hate smoking. I detest smoking. I deplore smoking. It's just nasty. I'm sorry if you're a smoker, but you're nasty. Stop it. It's just a disgusting habit. Especially if you're a singer and you know that is your instrument. So that's when I gotta take the gloves off on them a little bit, right? Because I'm rooting secretly for Lamisha and for Irish, just because I always root for the underdog. But this smoking thing that they do, and you already struggling vocally, and you got the nerve to want to throw the clothes up some more. stop. So the girls are working on the songs. You know, you still have this division going on between the Cherish sisters, Fallon and Farrah, and Aubrey. And, you know, they have a couple of songs in the can already. So here's the issues. So far, Fallon and Farrah have basically become executive producers of this project, right? They're pretty much writing the music, choosing the tracks, choosing the songs, you know, and Aubrey is basically the creative director. That's the way it's unfolding. Whether the girls realize that's what's happening or not, that's pretty much what's happening at this point. And I'm going to say this, right? When the girls, Fallon and Farrah, first came in, I was not honestly a big fan of them and their energy. I just felt like, you know, like, they're just so crude, right? They're just so abrasive. Like, they might actually have points, but everything that they say loses merit just because they stink. You know, you come up in here with all that stank up on you. I'm not trying to hear anything that you have to say. You and your stank need to go that way. Right? You and your stank need to go that way, because I'm not going to play with you or your stank. So their attitudes are just really, really stank, and no one wants to tolerate that. And so that really just sort of perforates any good that they can offer, because, you know, now it has holes filled with stank, and no one wants that. But the girls are producing the project. There's this back and forth about who's on what song, who's not going to be on this song, what lyrics can be sang, you know, because Pam doesn't want to sing the word ho. So, girl, you're not singing Christmas carols? Even Santa said ho, ho, ho. And I get it, it's a different context, but I'm just saying, you know, girl. And then you're not even singing it, they're singing it, right? So if you're not singing it, that's like going back and trying to erase the complete Total catalog, right? Because Total says some promiscuous things. And if you're ashamed of the legacy that you created, why are you on this show, Pam? I don't get it. Like, you need to be over on Sunday's Best. You need to, BET has another program. It is called Sunday's Best, Pam. We're going to need you to sign out, log out of BET Encore, and we need you to head over to Sunday's Best, sit in the first pew, girl, grab you a nice little fan, honey, and wait to audition there, because this is not where you belong if you can't say the word ho. I don't get it. So they're arguing. Pam doesn't want to sing the word ho. Lamisha and Irish are struggling vocally. Not only are they struggling vocally, Lamisha wants to write, but at the same time she wants to write, she wants to sleep. Pull it together, girl. Pull it together. Lamisha is just exhausted, girl. Okay, forgive me. Okay, I'm better. But Lamisha has lived, and girl, the years are catching up to sis. Okay, I'm trying. But Lamisha said she needed a nap, girl. She didn't have time. Okay. I'm better for real this time. Okay. All right. Here we go. Okay. So Lamisha said she needed a nap. Lamisha was not here for singing. She was not here for writing, girl. Lamisha wanted to take a nap, so she went upstairs and took a nap. And in the midst of her taking a nap, the production and the music and even her own sister said, look, just because one person is not feeling well, the party doesn't stop. Like, we need to continue making this music, so let's get going. So that's exactly what they did. So the following day, when she comes back down, their vocals have been erased mysteriously, according to Fallon and Farrah. So obviously she's not happy about that. And then she's not happy about not writing on the song. But sis, I'm sorry, I gotta side with Fallon and Farrah on this one. You can't be sleeping in the middle of the creative process. Grab you a Red Bull, some ginseng, some ginkgo biloba, whatever you need to take to girl, walk around the block, girl, get on the elliptical, you know, do something to invigorate yourself so that you are here and energized the way we need you to be. And since you weren't able to do that, we were forced to continue. We have a very small window of time by which to create this project. So we don't have time for you to be slumbering, baby. You need to be up until the job is done. So I agree with them on that, but she was not happy about that. And she feels like Farrah and Fallon are taking over the creative process. Now, I agree that they are taking over the creative process, but I also agree that they're being almost forced to take over the creative process because the rest of them are not creatives, right? You'll have an artist like Whitney Houston, right? Whitney Houston, beautiful vocals, can sing her face off, sing her way out of a trash bag, but Whitney Houston could not be bothered with a pen and paper. Writing just simply was not her thing. you know, Dolly Parton, L.A. Babyface, you know, Jimmy Jam, Terry Lewis, so many other people, Narda Michael Walton, all of those, David Foster, all of those people were responsible for a lot of Whitney Houston's biggest hits because she just simply was not a writer. And so you have a house full of girls who may be able to sing in some instances, but writing and production really isn't their thing. So Fallon and Farrah are really being forced, or not even forced, they're being put in a position where they're able to thrive and their natural talents are able to be supported because no one else is doing it. So I think that they should be commended for what they're offering. Now, that the stankiness, once again, they need to dial this thing down to a 1 or 2, right? But they also need to be acknowledged for the contribution that they're offering. Even though, like I said before, it could be a little stank. So that's pretty much where we are during this episode. It's really just a big cluster, just a bunch of arguing, a bunch of fighting, and not a whole lot of production happening. I was thinking to myself, I said to myself, let's say that they complete this project, which I'm pretty sure they will. And let's say that there is a hit record, right? Some song out of this 5, whatever it's going to be, a mixtape, an EP, what have you. Let's say one of these songs becomes a hit. It takes off. How are these women supposed to go out and promote this song? Like, this would never work in real life. Too many egos, you know, just too many people, too many chefs in the soup. There's just, I was going to say too many chiefs and not enough, but, you know, I don't want to be not PC. So just too many people who want to steer and not enough people willing to be the passenger. If Fallon and Farrah are great at producing and writing, the first thing you need to do is play to their strengths, right? The second thing that you need to do is watch their process so that you can learn from their process and maybe take some of what they're doing, implement it into your own processes to create your own process, and then grow and hopefully become just as strong, if not stronger, a writer, producer as they are. But complaining and, you know, catfighting isn't really doing anything to help the movement. And meanwhile, poor Keely, poor Keely is sitting on the sideline like, see me, pick me, I want to be queen. I really like Keely. I have a soft spot for Keely. Keely just, I don't know, it's just like, she just doesn't know how, she's one of those people who is just socially inept, right? She doesn't know how to harness her power in a way, because here's the thing, right? She's wanting people to see her as a leader. And what she needs to understand is that a leader leads, right? You don't have to wait for people to see you. If you are a natural born leader, people will follow. I'll say it again. For those of you who snuck in and didn't pay your entrance fee. You. Yes, you. You thought I didn't say you, didn't you? For those of you who entered and didn't pay your entrance fee, if you lead, they will follow. If you have what it takes, if you have something worth following. If you got something worth following, baby, the people will follow. If you don't, you're going to turn around and it's going to get very weird about the people gone. Girl, they went home, girl. What you were talking about wasn't about a whole lot. So I want to see Keely just sort of come into her own power and just understand that if you want to be a leader, just lead. Period, point blank, right? It was nice to see Keely at the mixed board trying to help out Irish. That baby Irish. That baby Irish. That's all I'm going to say is that baby Irish. All right, you guys, that's pretty much it for this episode. It really wasn't a whole lot that happened, just a bunch of fighting, a bunch of talking about songs. We have a couple of song titles now. We have Skeletons, Bird's Eye View. I can't think of the other songs, but a couple of song titles have come into fruition, so it sounds like there is some work materializing. So we'll see. So let's wait for next week's episode. In the meantime, in between time, remember to like and comment, and darling, I beg of thee, please share. Alright, you guys, I am the Nash fans, and also remember to ask yourself this question: why be bitter when you can be better? Mwah. I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye.